Many believe that time is a relentless executioner, but Thoth teaches that time is merely a frequency. There is a vibrational window through which your body can be reprogrammed. If you feel your energy is draining, it's because that window is closing for you. But today, I will teach you how to reopen it. And if you've made it to this video, I don't believe it's a coincidence. You were somehow called. In the next few minutes, I want to give you this exact protocol, but we need to act fast. What happens when this window closes completely is what scares me the most, and that's why I ask you to stay with me until the end. This isn't about positive thinking, it's a survival manual for your eternity. If you feel this calling, comment, "I'm ready" right now. The call beyond the veil. Do you know that strange feeling that time is slipping through your fingers? Sometimes too fast, other times dragging on. And that urgency that tightens your chest for no apparent reason. I know you feel it. It's not anxiety, it's not your imagination. It's like a soft hum, almost imperceptible amidst all the noise of everyday life. It's a calling. Think of it as fine-tuning, something or someone adjusting your internal radio. Call it what you will. Beings of light, your own soul, guides, the name doesn't matter. What matters is that they chose this moment to give you a nudge. They are whispering your name where everything begins, in the realm of possibilities. And let's be honest, this call isn't for everyone. Many people will read this and think it's crazy. But not you. It's for those who deep down have always felt that reality as it's been presented to us has something wrong with it. If your heart raced a little now, that's it. It's your system saying, yes, I recognize that. It's not just any reaction, it's an activation. It's as if a part of you, which was dormant, is beginning to awaken. The universe is no longer asking permission, it practically broke down the door. Not to scare you, but to show you that there's another room, with other rules, waiting for you. And no, you weren't chosen because you're perfect. Far from it. Neither am I. We were chosen because of our imperfections, our searches, our falls. At some level, we don't even remember. Our soul raised its hand and said, I'm in. I'm going to Earth at this turning point and helping to hold on to a new energy. And the craziest part of this agreement? Helping to dismantle the idea that aging is mandatory. This isn't some self-help fantasy. It's a direct calling that touches something deep within your being, in your spiritual DNA. A switch has just been flipped inside you, and because of that, nothing will ever be the same again. The portal has opened, and you're not just looking from afar, you already have one foot inside. The feeling that you've heard this before isn't déjà vu. It's your soul sighing with relief and saying, finally, the way back home. A home where time isn't an executioner, but a tool we can learn to use. Think of this as an invitation to be one of the first. A pioneer, someone who, simply by existing in a different way, shows others that it's possible. You didn't receive a map. The invitation is for you to become the map. All this urgency, it's the window of opportunity closing a little. Not to scare you, but as a friendly nudge like, hey, come on, the time is now. The fact that you're here, reading this, means the signal has been received. And the journey isn't about fighting against what you're experiencing today. It's about putting on new glasses and starting to see the cracks in the wall of reality that they built for us. Every breath, every thought, every choice becomes a brick in the construction of your new house. It's about getting out of autopilot and taking the wheel. But how was this illusion of time constructed? And, more importantly, how can we use the universe's own rules to dismantle this trap, piece by piece, within ourselves? This is the part where most seekers get stuck. You feel the energy, you understand the theory, but when you look in the mirror, matter does not seem to obey the speed of your thought. There is a delay, a gap between your divine vision and your human experience, isn't there? This happens because we are trying to run high-powered software on an outdated operating system. The ancient masters knew that it is not enough to simply desire. You need the right keys to turn the lock. There is a forgotten manual, a hermetic code that teaches exactly how to align the architect, your mind, with the temple, your body. If you are tired of staying in the spiritual waiting room and want the practical map to master this alchemy and stop reacting to reality so you can begin creating it, I left a valuable recommendation in the first pinned comment. It is a deeper explanation that does not fit in a short video, but it may be the missing piece you need to finally turn this key for good. The illusion decoded. You know that idea that your body is solid? It's the biggest lie we've ever been told. Science, with all its technology, is only beginning to prove what mystics and shamans have known for millennia. We are made of almost nothing. 99.999% empty space. What we feel as dense and heavy is actually a hurricane of energy. A multitude of possibilities waiting for us to look at them and say, I choose you. Stop and really think about it. Every little piece of you that you think is solid matter is, deep down, empty space dancing frenetically. And your cells, your DNA, those telomeres that scientists say are the clock of aging, they aren't fixed parts of a machine. Think of them as software. A computer program that updates itself every second based on what you're feeling and thinking. They aren't the cause of aging, they're the result. They're the physical reflection of a story we believe so strongly that it becomes true in our flesh and blood. A program that runs silently without us even noticing. And what is the command that runs this program? Your vibration, the stories you tell yourself, the emotions you feel most often. Most of us live with the default program we downloaded from society. Aging is the way, energy runs out, getting sick is normal, and death is the end. We believe this so much, we repeat it so often, that the universe, like a perfect mirror, delivers exactly this result to us. We become the prophecy we ourselves created. But you were called for a system update, to uninstall that old buggy program, to remember that this truth that seems so solid is just a projection, and the projector is you. Reality isn't a concrete wall, it's a movie screen, and you can choose the film. You're not a victim of your biology, you're the director who can yell cut and start a new scene at any moment. This illusion that aging is inevitable only persists because everyone agrees with it. We look around, see others aging and think, yes, it seems that's how it is. It's a collective agreement. But what if a group of people, like us, decided to tear up this contract? What if you, as one of the first, started telling a new story to your body? The quantum field doesn't judge you. It only responds. It reflects what you emit with frightening precision. The first step to breaking the spell is to stop giving it power. It's seeing the thought "I'm getting old" cross your mind and not clinging to it. It's feeling that little fear of decay and not letting it become your boss. You're beginning to understand that your body isn't an old car that wears out, but a garden that can bloom again and again. The question is no longer, is it possible? The question is, okay, how do I do it? If reality is a choice, how in practice do we choose another one? One where life doesn't fade but shines ever brighter. Somewhere, in some layer of your soul, you've already lived this life differently. A version where youth wasn't a passing phase, but a state of being that stretched across decades. Where vitality exploded, your skin had an inner glow, and your will to live was a burning desire. This isn't a pretty dream. It's not a fantasy. These versions of you exist. Now. Like TV channels that are on the air but on a different frequency. They are real timelines, parallel to yours, waiting to be tuned in. This so-called quantum leap isn't science fiction. It's the art of changing your internal dial. It's aligning what you feel and think now so intensely with one of these more vibrant versions of yourself, that your current reality, with all its limitations, simply loses its power. It dissolves, and the new reality, the one more full of life, becomes your primary experience. You don't travel to another place. You pull that other place towards you until it's the only thing you can see. And this has nothing to do with forced positive thinking. It's the basic mechanics of the universe. Quantum physics calls it the observer effect, but ancient spirituality has known this for ages. Consciousness creates reality. Your higher self, that wisest and most expanded part of you, is the great observer. When you manage to connect with it, even for a moment, the energy field around you reorganizes itself. Your cells receive a new memo. Regeneration is activated. Choosing which reality to live is like choosing a radio station. The station of old age and weariness plays at a low frequency, full of fear, static, and resignation. The station of endless vitality plays at a high frequency with clear music of love, gratitude, and certainty. You are not inventing these stations. They already exist. You just need to decide which one you will listen to. The control is in your focus, in your emotion. The control is in your hand. Think of these other versions of yourself as lighthouses shining in the darkness. They are emitting a signal, a specific frequency. Your job isn't to create that light out of nothing. It's simply to adjust your internal receiver to pick up their signal. When your vibration here inside matches the vibration there, resonance happens. It's like two tuning forks that begin to vibrate together. Realities merge. The leap happens. It's not a thunderclap, it's subtle. You start to notice it gradually. Suddenly, you wake up with more energy. Your mind seems clearer. Someone meets you on the street and says, "Wow, you look great." This is no coincidence. These are the first signs that the new timeline is materializing in your life. You are literally becoming the person you already are in that other reality. But this whole change is not by chance. It is linked to a cycle of the universe, a window of opportunity that the ancients spoke of. A moment when the veil between worlds is thinner than ever. Thoth and the time-measuring machine. In ancient Egypt, long before official history tells us, they say an enigmatic figure roamed the land, Thoth, the bird-headed god, the guardian of secrets, writing, magic, and, most importantly, time. But he didn't see time as we do. For us, it's a straight line from beginning to end. For him, time was like an infinite book, with all the pages existing simultaneously. Past, present, and future all together in layers. What we call aging is simply our mind, which has been trained to read this book one page at a time in order and to believe that the page we turned has disappeared forever. Your body ages because your mind tells it this linear story. Thoth taught that a master could learn to leaf through this book, to peek at other pages, and even to rewrite the page he was on. In the end, your biology only obeys the story that your consciousness is telling. Thoth, whom the Greeks called Hermes Trismegistus, said that true alchemy wasn't about turning lead into gold. That was just a metaphor. True gold was about transforming consciousness so that it could command matter. The window of Thoth is the name we give to this cosmic moment we are living through. It's a rare crack in the fabric of time, where the wisdom of the ancients and the discoveries of quantum physics finally meet and join hands. It's a powerful alignment. Egyptian knowledge about reality, quantum physics speaking about the power of the observer, and spiritual truth about the strength of consciousness, all pointing in the same direction. This window allows those who are awake and ready, like you, to escape this prison of the straight timeline and access their eternal nature. It's a chance to recalibrate your perception and, as a result, your biology. But that window, that chance, doesn't stay open forever. It closes when the dust settles and most people's consciousness solidifies again around the old idea of time and decay. The urgency you feel isn't in your head. It's the cosmos itself giving you a nudge, telling you that the time to choose is now. And to cross that window, you don't need a complicated ritual. You need an inner change. You are being invited to become a modern-day alchemist, to use the tools of your own consciousness to change your relationship with time. The knowledge is there, the window is open. The question is, how, in practice, do you adjust your frequency to pass through this portal? The answer is simpler and closer than you think. It's in something you do every second, without even thinking. Your breath. Breathing as a bridge between worlds. Understanding all of this mentally is only the beginning. It's like having the key to a door, but not turning it in the lock. True change, the kind that transforms, happens in the body, in your nervous system, in your cells. And breathing is the bridge. It's the path that connects the world of ideas to the world of matter. It's through breathing that the vital force, the so-called prana, enters and nourishes your system. The masters and most evolved beings know this and use breathing to flood the body with an energy that literally reverses decay. Let's try it now. Wherever you are, pause for a moment. Breathe in through your nose, counting to 4. As you do this, imagine a golden liquid light entering through the top of your head and descending down your spine. Now, hold your breath for 4 seconds. Feel this light spreading from your spine, filling every corner of your body, making every cell vibrate. Now exhale slowly through your mouth, counting to 8. And as you exhale, imagine that the word aging and everything it represents is leaving you like grey smoke, dissipating into the air. Do it again. Inhale the light in 4, hold the light in 4, exhale the illusion in 8. Feel the change. It's subtle, but it's real.
As this transmission comes to a close, understand this clearly. The window was never outside of you. It was never hidden in the sky, nor buried in some distant temple. The true window of Thoth exists in your awareness. In this precise moment where you realize that time does not own you, you have been unconsciously agreeing to it. Regeneration begins the instant you stop identifying as the version of yourself that was shaped by yesterday. The body listens to consciousness. Your cells listen to belief. And when you stop repeating the emotional patterns that anchor you to the past, your biology receives permission to reorganize itself around a new signal. This is the secret few are willing to accept. Aging is not just physical. It is psychological continuity. It is the unconscious habit of being the same person every day. But now, you have seen the crack in the illusion. Right now, you can choose to release the emotional gravity of your former identity. Not through force, not through struggle, but through awareness. When you become fully present, time loses its grip. Because time can only bind those who are absent from themselves. Feel that. There is nothing you need to chase, nothing you need to earn. Regeneration is not something given to you. It is something you allow when resistance dissolves and coherence returns. The ancient teachings were never meant to control you. They were meant to remind you that you are not moving through time. Time is moving through you. And the moment you stop clinging to who you were, you open the doorway to who you were always meant to become. So as you leave this moment, don't look for proof outside. Become the proof. Walk slower, breathe deeper, observe more. Because those who learn to stand fully in the present step outside the reach of decay. And maybe, just maybe, this was never about escaping time. It was about remembering that you are far greater than it.